Hello and welcome to the Game of Miles podcast, where we take a game of inches and turn it into 1,000 miles. We have our week 2 of the TDs and Beer fantasy football season, and we got a good one for you.
All right.
All right.
Happy week 2, everyone.
Week 2. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Clink. Clink.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Unofficial sponsor of the Game of Miles podcast, Busch Light.
The working man's beer. The working man's beer.
All right. Love it. Well, thank you for the intro, Willie.
Yes.
Can't wait to see all the comments about some emo music as our intro.
We're open to suggestions if you guys want to
Yeah.
Yeah.
throw some out.
Yeah,
you know.
we'll go ahead and start it off this week with any group me posts about what song we should have at the beginning. We're always open to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Preferred 2000s emo songs.
Yeah.
And something, not too insane. That's
Sure.
not going to take me a long time to learn, but
Yeah.
Well, we did submit this one to you this week, and you spent a total of like 3 minutes
That's
learning
true,
it,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you were like, "Oh,
Jake
okay,
did
I
play
got
it twice.
One play on YouTube, yeah.
Twice on YouTube, and that was enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very
What a
impressive.
start.
Very impressive. All right. Well, we got a great podcast for you guys, and we're just going to jump right into it because we're going to try to cut these down to a little bit shorter. Going to try to stay under about 30 minutes for these. So,
Yeah.
first segment we have, and we're going to try to do some recurring segments like we did last year. So we could kind of keep track of some of the stuff going around in the league. But our first segment is Open the Treasure Chest. So Mr. Scott Spiegel, our league treasurer, has graciously opened a sports book here for the league. And I think it's going really well. I don't know how many bets have been made. Maybe he could send us like a weekly breakdown. So Scott, shout out to you, and maybe you could provide that on a weekly basis. But we just want to go around and see who covered and who didn't. And then once we get that breakdown from Scott, we could see who lost money and who gained money, and hopefully we could bankrupt Scott by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, Post, you want to take us through the first matchup that we had?
First matchup was Spelly versus G, which a pretty good battle. G started off hot on the Thursday night game, putting up, I don't know how many he put up, but he had, Josh Allen, Clyde, well, not Clyde. Who else did he have? Cooper Kupp and Diggs.
Yeah, it was nuts. And he was.
Ooh, special guest.
Oh my gosh, Kitty, get the frick down! Come on.
I also think, Willie,
Yeah,
I also think my mic went out.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Oh,
you.
I can't hear myself.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Jiggle your headphones or something.
Little audio difficulties. Stand by.
It's working.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's go with
Just
it
keep
then.
talking.
Yeah, I don't
You're
care.
fine.
I can be loud enough.
No, you're right. Grant had a crazy Thursday night, but Grant was. I had a 6.5 point spread that I had to cover on, and Grant was +5, and so Grant. He won that one.
I mean,
he
covered.
won out. He got the money line on me.
We kind
Yeah,
of
he
brought it up
did.
last week, but like how the league is leaning towards like wide receivers, and like Grant's team is the epitome of that.
Yeah.
Like he just his receivers scored so much it didn't matter what his running backs did.
Cooper Kupp, 25. Diggs, 22. Allen, 31.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It was tough. But so Grant covered, and he actually covered on the money line, but he was +5 in that matchup.
Yep.
Going on to Scott and Rich. Scott,
Ooh.
he's just going to have some crazy spread lines this year, but he was -22. Rich +18.5. I got to say this before we go any further. I'm a little new to the sports betting world. I
Same.
mean, just went legal in Kansas,
Yeah,
but
I
like
don't know why there's different numbers. I don't-
exactly.
yeah, I'm with
I
that.
mean, so technically in a scenario, both teams could win,
I guess, yeah.
which is fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, especially because you're not betting any money lines on it. You're just betting the spread. But you could put money on two people in the same matchup and still win,
Yeah.
technically. Anyway.
yeah, that's
Rich was plus
yeah.
18.5. Scott beat him by 72.
72.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
what it looks
gosh.
like. So,
It was a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay, congrats. And I do, going back to mine and G's matchups, I think 2 people bet on that game. I was one of them, and I lost. So they both bet on me. Scott, I don't know if anybody bet on Scott and Rich, but
I don't know.
that's going to be a
22.
tough matchup every week to bet
with Scott.
on Scott or
Yeah.
against Scott.
Yeah.
Spreads are gonna if he keeps scoring that much, like the spreads are gonna have to be like 50.
Yeah.
What was yours? 33 this week? I guess?
33 and a half, I think.
Yeah. And I actually looked
That's
at that pretty
bonkers.
closely, but like
I don't think I cover.
I know.
I'm honest.
I know. It's tough.
We'll see. Kickoff's in about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So going on to the next one, Cahill was plus 17, Maury minus 21,
Ooh.
and
What's his?
Maury
Maury covered.
actually covered
50.
that 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he? What did he win by?
138 to
82.
82.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a big
Scott
gap
and
as
Maury
well.
all year, like
yeah,
we were
that's
saying.
gonna be
They're the two teams to
Right.
to take down for sure.
And then Willie. Okay, so this was interesting.
Yeah.
Willie versus Harmon, even line, and Harmon just won the matchup outright.
right.
By almost,
Yeah. He won by 10, which hurts because I lost Keenan Allen and Elijah Mitchell, both in the second quarter of their games.
Poor Willie.
Oh yeah.
And so that I think I would have won had those guys played. Grant, shout out. I did look for if my aunt had balls shirt just for me. I knew I was going to say this on the podcast, and I wanted to wear that shirt, and I couldn't find it this morning.
You have a shirt?
Yeah, Grant got it for me at some point.
Well, you need to
And so
find
I was
that
gonna
thing.
wear it. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll wear it next week.
Yeah.
But I just it's one of those things like you don't have control over that. So
No, but the even line was
Yeah.
I think it
Very
was pretty
interesting.
correct.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that far off. Like both of our quarterbacks underperformed,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then I just had some injuries that didn't keep it close. Otherwise, I think it would have been really close.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, anytime you can have an even line, that I'm surprised more people didn't bet on that game. And maybe in the
Yeah,
future,
just
if
see
it has more
who they
even.
think is going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Adam was -9 and Lang plus 7.5, and Lang covered on that 7.5.
Yeah, by Fathom only got him by basically 3.
3 points.
Yeah.
Adam won. So Lang still got the week 1 loss, but he did cover. And then
Good on Lang for scoring 95, by the way, with like the draft that he had.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Give him some credit there.
Yeah, we're gonna break down the week 1 matchups here in just a little bit, but it's pretty
It's wild.
impressive.
Yeah.
What some of the people have done already.
Mhm.
And Spencer -6 to
Oh.
Mr. Jake Laposha
Oh,
plus
God.
5, and Spencer won.
We don't even need to talk about that one. Yeah, that was. Well, we'll break that down in a later segment. But yeah, he got me by 30. What is that?
Plenty.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
30 a lot.
30 a lot.
Too many points.
Love it.
yeah.
So Scott, again, super excited about what you put together. We look forward to breaking these down each week, similar to what we did last year with the predictions from our ex-commish. But again, if you want to write us up a little summary of who won and all that, that would be great. And maybe what the houses paid out versus won as well. So, all right, our next segment, we have our commish. Our new commish, Mr. Jake Laposha,
Yes.
Taking Care of Business on the podcast. And so this is a great opportunity, as I know everybody watches the podcast multiple times a week.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for our commish to just make any announcements, talk about any rule changes, maybe punishments that are coming up. We're going to call it the Commish's Corner.
Ooh, the commission.
And so I'm going to shut up. And,
right.
You got a few minutes, just
I need
whatever
get
you
a
want to say to
sounder
the
for
league.
that when we do Commissioner's Corner. Just
we need to. I
love
mean,
it.
basically, I think things are going pretty smooth now that the draft is over and we got all the kinks out, all the dumb questions.
we're
are
rolling now.
Yeah,
We're
all
in
the
season.
dumb questions are out of the way.
Well, I wouldn't
Kyle
say
knows
that.
he can't
There'll be
trade
lots of dumb
picks.
questions.
Yeah. I mean, but things
Exactly.
are going pretty smooth. The only thing I have to say is the Thursday night shotguns for the losing or lowest score. My bad on that this Thursday, folks. Try to have that in by kickoff Thursday night football. I had every intention of getting that done, but I was actually at the Chiefs game and we were running late and had to get in and blah, blah, blah. So couldn't get that done in time, but I did it after 11 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, that was
I'll
impressive.
give you
So-
credit for. I
was gonna get it done.
on Thursday at 11 p.m.
Yeah, try to have it done by kickoff, and if things run over, that's okay too.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I'm happy with the way things are going so far.
I mean, just like any presidency, there's going to be a transition period, getting old policies out, new policies in. So we won't hold you too much to
Yes,
what has
thank you.
happened, but going forward, now that you're rocking and rolling, it's all on
Yes.
you. You can't blame G for anything.
Nope. Don't blame Gene for nothing. He had a good I guess.
Good run.
How many years was he
It
our
was a long
commish?
time.
I don't know. God bless that man for doing
Yeah.
it as long
Yeah,
as
he had a good term. I thought about quitting after the first week.
Little PP's Lost Boys.
With all the questions coming in, I was like, this
Oh, yeah,
sucks.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Thanks.
But, if anything needs to be addressed, this is the time we'll do it. So,
Mhm.
Yep.
all right. One of my favorite segments coming up next. Throw the bones. First of all, just shout out to Nebraska. The line, they played Oklahoma this week, number 6 team in the country. The line on it was that I got it at Nebraska, or Oklahoma minus 10.5. And I saw that and I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
how much money do I have in my bank account and how big of a bet could I play? Like, Nebraska just lost to Georgia Southern.
And Scott got him at minus 7.5
oh, wow. And
because he bet. And you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Please comment, subscribe.
And like,
But I think Scott bet him at 7.5 right after Nebraska scored that first touchdown, and they were up 7-0.
he
So
did
that
it
he
in
bet it.
parlay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
wow.
Even
well,
better.
so I did make a sizable bet on that, and that was the easiest money I'll make all week. So
very nice.
but anyway, so just shouting out to Nebraska how dumb they are. Throw the bones, bonehead move of the week.
This was an easy call.
Yeah, I mean, Adam
Adam.
played week 1 with an extra player. You
Yeah.
know he drafted over at
And
Posh's house.
Did not look at his lineup.
Exactly.
Since
Has
he didn't
looked
open
since.
the app.
How does this guy
the best
compete
thing,
every year?
The best part is it has in big red block letters.
Yeah,
You're one player over the limit. Please drop someone from your roster. And I saw that since week 1. I was like, oh, if Adam, he's smart. He'll figure it out.
Well,
you know?
we need to figure out how to fix a draft so we don't have an extra round in there.
Well, we don't have
we don't have
keepers
next year.
anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No.
again, everything's going back to
All right,
normal next year.
Ignore
Yeah.
what I said.
No, but you're right. And everybody, this is the part that cracks me up, is that everybody goes to the draft at Posh's house.
Mm-hmm.
They get their team, everybody's feeling good for the most part. And then everybody goes home that night until like 11 o'clock and is just like looking at their team.
Yeah.
Or in the days following, like you're at work and you've looked at it like 20 times before 10 a.m., right? Just like you're
just gotta
excited
check-
about
yeah.
the league.
You're like, I
The
like
fact
what
that
I got.
Adam just hasn't looked at it between like for over a week, it just baffles
It's
me.
awesome.
And then,
It's
so
why we love him in the league.
Yeah.
when everyone was like, Posh, get this figured out, I was like, okay, I'll text Fathom. Didn't even respond to me, and but he fixed it. And then he was like, I don't get why we go do.
He's not wrong on that one.
No,
I'll
he's
give him
not
credit
wrong.
there. Yeah.
But
It
he
is
should know.
stupid.
But he should know the answers to those questions.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So bonehead move of the week, and
He still won.
he still won.
he's still
That-
one and
that's another-
projected to win this week.
Do you think he's touched
He's
his
been
lineup?
good the last couple of years.
I don't know.
He's
I'll
been
have to
good.
look, but I don't
We can
think.
get to that later.
When we look at when we break down week 1, let's make a note of that and go and look and see if he's even made any
Actually,
changes.
yeah, he has because he dropped Harrison Bucker.
Oh
he
yeah.
did
Oh
have
yeah.
to
He's
change
like
his kick.
So he
my
has
fucking kicker.
a fucking cougar.
So my kicker got released
Oh,
last week. Rodrigo Blankenship.
yeah, the
Goggles.
Rex specs.
Oh,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he got released from Indy because he kicked so bad.
Wow.
so I had to go find another
Yeah.
kicker.
I'm surprised
also.
they didn't do that with my kicker, Evan McPherson, for that Pittsburgh Bengals matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a
that was
start
bad.
to the TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
games.
that was what an incredible game that was to watch,
Mm-hmm.
and you were just like, okay, now it's over. No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Adam,
You're the
again-
bonehead this week.
again, you're a bonehead, and set your lineup and like manage your roster. And I don't know.
Or
I'm
maybe
surprised.
don't. It's working.
Yeah. I mean, you
I
are
bet
one
you
to know.
Fathom doesn't even know we have a podcast.
Probably not.
No, he.
Oh, he was on it last year.
Yeah, he was
Oh, that's
on it.
right, he was.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
where
he
we
did-
got.
Maybe he doesn't. Yeah,
Shout out Adam and the greatest.
yeah.
Which way am I going?
There you go.
I'm like a weatherman trying to go the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Green screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways.
Adam, we love you.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's go break down week 1. We got the
Okay.
scoreboard showdown. We're going to go down the list and just quickly recap the wins, losses, and talk about some things that we liked.
Yep.
Alright.
So starting off, you got myself, Peanut Butter Spellies, going up against Little PP's Lost Boys. I'm going to let you guys kind of break down the players on this one. I just want to throw out my 2 cents real quick.
Go ahead.
My points against is ridiculous. Like the past handful of years,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the scoreboard besides Scott and Maury, who are just going to be like the 1-2 seeds throughout
Yeah.
the year. Teams go off against me. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. Scott makes the schedule. It's supposed to be random. I think he has it out for me or something. But like my points against are ridiculous. Grant put up 132. I would have beaten any other team in the league besides Grant during week 1.
And
So-
Maury
and Maury and Scott excluded, exactly. So and then going, preview for week 2, I'm playing Spencer, and he had Mike Williams, who didn't do anything in week 1, put up 21 points. So if you guys could stop
Well, that's 'cause
having your
Keenan Allen was
best,
out,
yeah, I
too,
know.
but,
If you guys could stop having your best, weeks of the year against me, just stop picking on me. But
I
shout
feel
out
your
to
pain.
Grant.
I do feel your pain on that. It's just side. It's like there was whatever one year where I led the league in
And
points
points
for
ag-
and points against. I don't even know if I made the playoffs.
No, you did not. You led
At
the
the
league in
most
points for,
points-
and you didn't make
Yeah, I
the
didn't make
playoffs.
the playoffs.
I
Yeah.
love it. that's like
So-
my favorite.
And
I
side.
feel your. Yeah, it's incredible.
There's nothing more-
I'm just saying, I feel your pain.
Yeah,
There's
I've been
nothing
there.
more sickening than when you're going against someone that has a Thursday night player
And they go off.
and then they go
Well-
21,
Yeah, it
and then you have the
sucks.
whole week to just
Yeah.
sit there and
So I was watching the Chiefs game, and I made some bets on the game, and I just did an anytime score, TD score bet for Mike Williams because he was playing against me. I go, he's going to score a touchdown because
Yep.
he's playing against me in
you
fantasy.
should go
So I
ahead
made
and
some
bet
money
the
off
rest
it.
of the other team.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Anyway, so
All right.
but
Well,
shout out to Grant.
Sorry about that,
Looking
Spelly.
at your at that matchup, like it's not like your team did bad.
No,
You definitely got let down by DJ Moore. Brandon Cooks was fine. Kyle Pitts was a letdown.
yeah, he
and he's their best receiver, so that was kind of weird. And they were playing a team that had a good run defense. They got stomped by Cordell Patterson for some reason. Bizarre.
I mean, your quarterback. Whoops, where'd my thing go? Your quarterback, running
20
backs.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
they went toe to toe with Grant's. you
I
know.
just my receivers were supposed to be like a highlight of my team, and they just are not performing right now. And Kyle Pitts, I didn't realize that last year he was the number
He's
like
great.
19 tight end in the league.
That's it. Did he was he injured
no.
Let's see, actually,
or he just fell off?
I think he just.
sleeper is so dumb. I should be able to just like look at this. 2021.
Shout out ESPN
Oh
fantasy.
no, okay, take that back. He was number 6,
Six.
but either
yeah,
way,
it was great. What are you talking about?
okay.
No,
All
I
right.
mean, just you got let down by DJ Moore, who got a quarterback upgrade and should.
Well, Robbie Anderson like went off for 20 points.
Well, yeah, but he just had one 75-yard bomb. Like
Yeah.
that's Robbie Anderson's signature.
That's
Like,
all it
he's not going to
takes.
do that every week.
That's
you know,
true.
but DJ Moore will get more of the targets in that. It's just he let you down in that week.
And
Brandon
also,
Cooks
Grant
was
had
fine.
Clyde go off,
dude.
which
I
is it doesn't
I
happen
was
very
dogging
often.
on Grant for
Clyde
his
looks
running backs.
good.
Clyde is a RB1.
Yep.
Well, give
See if
him
he
give
can-
him a few weeks.
See if he can hold it.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy, which
But,
he
I
has
mean,
not done
Clyde-
yet in his career.
Clyde has put up 20 and 13. Like that's a serviceable running back in fantasy.
Sure.
So shout out to
Especially
Grant.
he probably drafted him in the 5th round or something like that. I mean, it's probably
yeah.
pretty late.
I can tell you actually.
And his defense put up 12.
He got him in the fourth
Round. So that was the
ninth
first running
pick.
back he took.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, good job, Grant. Thank you for making me feel bad at week 1. Next, we got Mr. Luke Williams going up against Harmon, who had the even money line on week 1. Final score 92 to 102.
It was
both
a
teams did pretty
weird
good.
game.
Yeah.
If
I
you
mean,
look at the players and what they scored.
well,
Willie.
I mean, breaking it down, Aaron Rodgers 3.7. I doubt he'll do that again.
Yeah, I was blown away at that. That was bizarre.
Yeah, Derrick Henry 8 points. I think Hilliard had like a lot.
He had the touchdowns. So that's all.
Yeah.
I mean, like Derrick Henry had 21 carries. I'm not worried about Derrick Henry.
No.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mitchell
Mitchell
went out with injury. Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Isn't
He did Jamar Chase things.
Yeah, he did good. Keenan
Um,
Allen got hurt.
Gone.
Again, it was Keenan Allen and Mitchell getting hurt
Hey,
that
I
killed
told
me,
you
but
about Patterson. I told
you
you
did
to start him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cordell Patterson went off. He's got to step it up for me now. Rodrigo Blankenship scored 8 points for me and then was subsequently released from the Indianapolis.
Because he missed.
he
was
missed
it
a
the
couple
game-
kicks. Yeah,
He missed one, but I think it was like the tying one or game
Yeah,
winner.
well,
I know, but it's hilarious.
Because
I
the
know.
Colts
Dude,
did lose.
they
Dude
just
missed one
they
kick. and-
they meant business. Like you're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schultz did well even with a backup
Mhm.
quarterback, so I think he'll be fine.
Sore
Looking at
subject.
Jim's team though, like Trey Lance let him down, and I thought, well, I'm going to do
Yeah.
all right. And then Kamara didn't play well,
and
I
is
was-
out this
but
week.
man, you got to give it to Swift is an animal. That guy is
Yeah.
And Michael Pittman.
yeah, and Pittman.
And Pittman's out this week
He's
too.
out this week, yeah. But
So-
but Pittman is a good receiver.
Yeah.
Like, and I think he got him
Yeah.
pretty late, like maybe 3rd round or something like that.
He got him in the second round.
End of the second round.
2.6.
Oh, middle of the second round.
So-
That was a great pick. Great
Yeah.
pick.
That was a good game, though.
Yeah, and then I mean Bateman.
Bateman getting that touchdown was
yeah,
huge.
That was huge. So,
It was a weird game for both. If you look at all that, it's like no quarterback was over 10.
yeah,
It was very
yeah,
bizarre.
that is true. And you guys both
That's
scored over
weird.
90. So shout out
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
But
Shout out.
yeah, Trey Lance is my biggest question mark going forward with
Yeah.
Jim's team. Everybody was
he
so
has
high
Kirk
on
Cousins
him.
on his bench. Here he did in that game. I'm assuming he still has. I think he still has him.
Yeah, he does. And
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins scored 19 last week. So,
Right.
um,
I wonder. I don't know who he's playing this week, but
He's playing me.
was he? I meant which quarterback.
Oh, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is in his
Oh, he's
lineup
going
right
for
now.
it again. Well, it's already past. We're into the games
We're
now.
in.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out. It's
12:05.
12:05 for us.
Cool.
So let's. All right. Let's move on.
All right, Scott versus Rich. Blowout 175 Scott, 103 Rich. And now Rich, I mean 103
It's not a
not
bad.
103 is a
score.
good
It's
score.
Anything over 100, you got to feel good.
Just
about.
ran into a
Yeah.
buzzsaw.
Well, yeah, that's a great way to put it.
I mean,
So, I mean,
Look at
well,
Scott's.
Scott Herbert 23, Gibson 16, Barkley 30, Devontae Adams 25, AJ Brown 20, Kelsey 22. Eckler was his like
Massive
flex
letdown at
9.2. Kicker 9. Even his defense went off with 19.
19.
I'm just like
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
from start to finish.
when your worst score on your team is your kicker with 9, which is pretty decent.
He also had another defense on his bench go for 18.
yeah, Buffalo Bills his favorite team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bills Mafia.
This
Rich.
Rich's team, did
for
pretty.
us.
They were
They did
pretty
great.
solid. I mean,
It's a good team.
Joe Burrow 18.
I'll be surprised if Aaron Jones scores 9 points this week again.
Yeah, but he played Jones and Dillon with 9 and then 17. AJ Dillon.
Debo 11 and a half.
Dylan is going to be, I know.
Waddle got the touchdown with 15.
Zeke is a massive letdown.
Oh, he had
there.
his kicker.
Look at his kicker.
Yu,
Wow.
Koo.
Young Oku.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, Rich's team
Gonna be
is
fine.
definitely solid. He just
Got a 0 burger from his tight end.
You know what?
And I
He's-
see he's off the roster, so good for you making that call.
and he's not in Scott's division, and
Nope.
he got it out of the way week 1. Now he could go have a regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I mean, it may not be the worst scenario for Rich.
Get it over with.
All right, next we got Kyle versus Maury.
Maury.
Again, kind of another buzzsaw.
Yep. What are you going to do?
Kyle had 82. Maury had 138. Now,
Well, and
Kyle
this is
can't-
also Kyle who had like no picks and Maury who had a ton of picks. Like this
Right.
was very, I mean, good on Kyle for scoring 82. I'll give him that. For
Yeah,
not,
with his
he
team.
basically didn't pick until the
Fourth
fourth
round.
round. That's not bad.
Yeah, Kyle's got to get McCaffrey going. He only had 13 points.
But he had Kareem Hunt get 21.
True.
I mean, that's great.
And Allen Robinson had 1.7. Godwin's been banged up. He has 5.
He's out this
Out
week, too.
again.
You know, Waller 9. Rashad Penny.
He had a pretty good workload.
Kyle's definitely going to be texting me here later in the season, wanting Kenneth Walker, and I'm not going to trade with him.
He's already texted me.
Oh,
Oh,
You know,
of course he has.
We'll get to that. Well, he just asked if I was, and I quote, interested in a roster shakeup after week 1, and I said, nope.
good for you.
all
I
I
got
said.
texts about trades too, and it's like,
Yeah.
it was week 1. My team had a couple injuries. I'm
Yeah.
fine. I don't need to change that much.
I mean,
right now. And
did-
I'm playing Scott. There's literally nothing I can do.
And just because the
Yeah,
business
just
didn't,
hold-
I didn't break 60 doesn't mean, I'll get there.
He's just preying on the weak. We
He
already
is.
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know,
all right,
Maury,
so
Maury had
you got
Mahomes,
Mahomes.
I
though,
mean, yeah.
with 34.9.
what a
His-
luxury when you have those extra picks to like go grab him in the second or third round because you just
Well,
have an
that's
extra
why
pick
we're-
and you can.
yeah.
But I mean, for him to put up, Pat's going to put up so many points this year. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And Maury put up 138, and his tight end got 0. That is Maury's
Dude.
only weakness.
Yeah.
Is
Komet-
Maury still upset about Joe Mixon because he got him 18 last week? I mean, Joe Mixon looked great.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
I don't know how you can be pissed about it. So
Maury, if you don't like him, trade him to
Justin
me.
Jefferson though is
Yeah,
man.
ridiculous.
He is, yeah.
He's going to be the number 1 wide receiver this year.
Well,
Yeah,
we were talking
yeah.
about this earlier, but Willie was like, "Oh, I got Adam Thielen on the free agency. Like, what the heck?" And I was like, "Dude, I had him," and I was like, "He's
Yeah.
behind Jefferson. Like,
Yeah.
he's
You're banking on
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you're right.
TD
There's
or
no,
bust.
There's no good offenses in the league that support 2 wide receivers.
no. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, I
Yeah,
had to
no,
make
I
a
get it.
decision.
I
No.
will
And
say
so-
though, I mean, it was like Cup last year.
Yeah,
Like when you have the guy in the league,
Yeah.
the wide receiver 2 is not as supported as some other teams.
He's good to
it's
have,
like,
though, on your
you know,
bench.
if you had whoever that year, Michael Thomas was really good
yeah.
and broke the receptions record.
Yeah.
But like, who was the number 2 receiver? No idea. They were not good. They weren't worth having in fantasy. That's for sure. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
yeah.
No, that was a good pickup by you. I had to make a business decision.
I
with
get it.
Well, and
stashing
Thielen's good
Dak.
enough if something happens to
Well, that's I mean,
Jefferson.
my thing was that I
He
have
could
like
go out this week.
you know injuries,
mm-hmm.
so I was like, I need to pick up a wide receiver somewhere and just to have them
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. So
Yep.
all right,
Cool. All right, now we got Datum versus Lang. Again, Datum with the win, 99
Close
to
game.
95. Great
Very
close
close.
game.
yeah.
Things
Lang
that
having
kinda-
to start Tony Pollard is tough to look at.
Yeah.
Got to be honest,
Who has Zeke?
Rich.
Rich.
Okay.
But Zeke sucked too. He had like 5 points.
Dude, the
Well,
Cowboys.
they were feeding Zeke
yeah.
at the beginning of that game, and then they just abandoned it completely. I
Well,
mean,
and then when Dak got hurt, I
Yeah.
mean that's gonna just now they know what's gonna happen. Like you can put 8 in the box all the time, and Zeke and Tony Pollard are gonna have a really rough time running the
They
ball.
need to just throw the CD Lamb all the time.
yeah, that's very true. But it was a good quarterback matchup. Kyler Murray versus Russell Wilson. Both underperformed a bit, but
Not bad.
yeah, you know, across the board, like they both have good RB1s, Cook and Fournette, but the RB2s were sus.
Yeah, I don't
as the
feel
kids
good
say.
about
Sus.
Adams Montgomery. I
Yeah.
don't feel great about that.
So
Yeah.
the wide receiver matchup, McLaurin and Brown versus Judy and Claypool.
That's a good yeah.
yeah, I mean,
It's pretty
it was
thick,
pretty
pretty
even across
close.
the board, and the score reflected.
Dude, how about their kicker duel? McManus versus Butker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
9 and 10 spots on that one.
hopefully Butker could get
And
back.
Miles
soon.
Sanders finally scored a touch. I heard them.
No, did
Did
he?
any of you guys hear? I was
Mm-hmm.
watching that on Red Zone, and Miles Sanders scored his first touchdown in like 2 years.
my
Oh, yeah,
was,
yeah.
was
I
the
saw
touchdown
that.
he scored last week. So, you know, I was like, I remember Adam picking him, and I was like, idiot. This guy is
Yeah.
terrible.
Dummy.
Well, like all the other, like Gainwell and Boston Scott, like those guys are always getting the touchdowns, and Sanders just let you down year after year. And
Hey.
I'm not saying that
Maybe
he
he's
still
back.
Might, well, he still might let him down, but
Yeah,
Maybe.
Sanders' last touchdown was Week 16 against Dallas in 2020,
Wow.
and he only scored 3.
so that was when
He
the
only
Chiefs
scored-
won the Super Bowl that season.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he only
That's a
scored
long
6
time.
touchdowns that year.
Yeah, that's just I don't know. I drafted him I think last year or the year before, and I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta. Stay
he's a
away
tough
from
player
this
to
guy.
have.
Yeah, very frustrating.
All right, and our
Yeah.
last one is going to be Mr. Spencer versus Jacob.
Oh God.
And again, this is what drives me nuts about fantasy. I mean, it's the way it is, but Spencer only scored 92
Mhm.
and
Got the win.
got the win
Yep.
because Jake put up a whopping 57.
My team, my team didn't do anything. Dak 4 points, hurt.
Well, but he got hurt. It's
Gone.
not like
Yeah.
had
Well,
Aaron Rodgers get less
Najee-
points. He played the whole game.
Najee put up 10. I mean, that's a decent.
Well, he's supposed to be your ride or die.
Yeah,
and then-
he-
I know he
that's
only
a
put up
letdown.
10. That was a letdown. Josh Jacobs they only ran the ball 13 times all game.
I don't see him
Oh.
doing well for the whole
Dumb.
season. I hate
Hold
to break
on,
it to
sorry
you.
guys, I had to go back to this.
Uh-oh.
Your keeper.
Yeah.
He scored 9.6, but he got a touchdown. Look at his stats: 10 carries, 23 yards, and 2 receptions for 3 yards. Like
It's actually
good
amazing.
Good thing he got a touchdown.
Would have
but-
had 2 points.
I would have had 3. Yeah, 3 points.
He's down in the
my.
40s.
It was-
okay.
it was
sorry to
a-
point that out.
No,
but-
I was well aware. I was just trying to get past
And
that one.
I think it's another amazing thing was that Cam Akers, he played
Cam Akers
Spencer
with 0.
played
With
Cam Akers, and
0.
he got 0, and that was the Thursday night game, the first
Yeah.
game of the year. And Jake's probably going,
I did. I was like, this
Hell
is a
yeah.
lock.
Yeah.
I got a free win right now.
Yep.
And
That
he
was
got dusted.
total
And-
boner killer.
Okay, so talking about Spencer's team real quick because
He won with a unique strategy.
Cam Akers has had 0.
Yep.
Mike Williams had 2, which again,
He
you
went
know,
off
this
this
past
week.
week he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
21. He also has Javonte Williams, who scored 14.3, but he fumbled twice on the 1 yard line in that game against Seattle.
I thought that Melvin Gordon.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
both did it.
Well,
But yeah.
but he had
anyway,
one fumble on the
um,
goal line. Yep.
let's
Look at his
see.
Yeah,
bench,
it
too.
was
He has Michael
bad.
Thomas, who had a 20 burger,
Mhm.
and Christian Kirk, who had 14.
So I think that Spencer's team
He-
could be
he
a
could be
lot
good.
better than
Yeah.
what the score. Michael's, yeah, like you
Amon
said.
St. Brown in his flex was 16. I mean, he's going to be just fine, I think.
Yeah. And well,
He's got some great receivers.
yeah.
Running back would be the only
Yeah.
question for
and
him.
I'm playing him this week, so he'll go off, guaranteed win.
Well, like you said, week 1. Let's put that behind us and move on. It was
I am
a
surprised,
bad
like
performance.
Jake, for you, like
CD,
I think CD's gonna
hopefully
have a rough time right now.
No,
just
he
with
is.
the injury.
Yeah. with Dak
DK
gone.
will be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about him. He's an alpha. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Hawkinson should be good. I mean,
Mhm.
I know that St. Brown is their best receiver,
Yeah,
but
he's the
Hawkinson's really like right there with him receiving wise.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, James Robinson went off for 20 on your bench. That's gonna hurt.
I know. That's yeah, and he was coming off an Achilles, so I was like,
Yeah, so
I'll
you
see,
don't
I
know
was like,
what
I'll see
week
what he
one's-
does
I
week
get you.
1, and
Yep.
of course he scored.
Makes sense.
But if you look
You
at
got
my
potential.
if you look at my lineup, in all my players, I had 1 touchdown, and that was Najee. No one, not even my quarterback,
Oh,
had it
man.
through a
You're
touchdown
not
or
gonna win
anything.
many games
No,
doing
it was.
that.
You had as
It
many
was
fumbles
bad.
as touchdowns.
I did,
Jeez.
and that's why I was shotgunning a beer at 11 p.m. on a Thursday.
Yep.
So,
very true.
Yeah,
Which I love I think Harmon suggested this, but that was a great new rule
It
for
is
the
great.
year.
it's
It's
fun.
fun.
It is
Yeah.
fun.
Something fun, easy to do. Everybody can do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Some better than others. I'm one of the worst in the league at shotgunning, but
Same.
I
I'm
love
very
that
bad.
Grant is gonna rank him in his
Yeah, it should
breakdown.
be
So
good.
Hey, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that was a clean shotgun.
It was
by
good.
me.
it was above an 8 for sure.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was great.
and
It
we'll
was
see what
good.
Grant does, but because
Yeah.
Grant's like the king of shotgunning, so he has very high
I
standards.
yeah, like him and Landon and Harmon. I'll give all three of them are
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
they are the elite, and then there's a big gap to everybody else chugging beers.
And then there's normal people, and then there's me who will probably be in the 3s. But yeah.
I'll be down there with you,
Love
so
it.
don't worry.
All right. We are running a little over, but one thing I do want to shout out is our last thing. If we had time during the pod, I want to just talk about the Chiefs. But
Yeah.
since we're kind of out of time, the only thing I want to say is Scott and Jake went to the Chargers game this year.
Mhm.
They did it.
Idiots.
Yep.
And
First of all,
they broke the curse.
yeah,
We did. So
So,
we can all
congratulations.
start going again.
Do you have any rituals, any advice for future Chargers game attendees?
Yeah, get on the jumbotron. I was on the
There you go.
Maybe that
jumbotron,
was what
and
did
remember,
it.
I texted you guys to get ready for a touchdown because my face was just on the jumbotron. We kicked a field goal, but I'll take it.
Is that the late game field goal that
It was the last one that
Everybody
made it a
wanted him to
10
go
point.
for it?
Yeah, made it a 10
Well,
point.
okay.
lead.
conservative Andy? You know,
So
That was
if your
wild.
face makes the jumbotron, we're getting field goals. But if
Yep.
Pretty Boy Scott makes the jumbotron, we're scoring touchdowns all day.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to get on the jumbotron, but I think that's part of it. And also,
What did you do to get on the jumbotron?
I was literally just, honest to God, I was just standing there looking at like the jumbotron because it was like a TV timeout or something, and then my face was just on it. And then it's kind of like, put your hands in the
Yeah,
air,
and
then
then
they
you're
cut
off
it. Yeah,
there
then
in
they
a
cut
second,
away
yeah.
real quick.
Love it.
That's a blast.
That was it. No, didn't do anything special.
If you would have shotgunned a beer at the stadium like we wanted you to,
know.
you would have got on the
Hey,
jumbotron.
Chiefs look good, man.
Yeah.
They did.
You know, they're 2-0. We already beat the Chargers. Everybody will make excuses for the Chargers. Somehow they're adjusted points for. Suck a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
That's another bonehead, throw the bones
Yeah.
bonehead move of the week. That
but
guy.
they look good. At worst, now we're gonna split with the Chargers. I will take that. And
Yeah.
they looked so good against Arizona. And that was a short week. It was a short week for both teams, but it's
Arrowhead
good.
was rocking
Oh, I bet.
on Thursday.
Yeah, I
rocking.
believe it.
It was incredible.
If they could win the close games, the tough games, the games maybe they shouldn't win,
Yeah.
they're going to be.
Yeah,
just
I
fine.
mean that was an ugly game. Like everything
Yeah.
I saw, sports media wise, was like, the Chargers look like the better team. It's like they
Yeah.
lost, man. Sorry,
Right.
Like Pat did Pat things and took care of it when it needed to get taken care of. Like they didn't do shit in the second half.
And
Yeah.
what's
Sorry.
the motto? Kyle Cahill will attest to this. Just win.
just
Just
win,
win.
baby.
Don't
win.
care if you win by 30 or 3.
Yeah.
Just win.
Yeah, goes down as a win
Mhm.
in the scorebook either way.
Exactly.
Yep.
Go Chiefs. All
Go
right.
Chiefs.
And okay, a reminder, this probably should have been in the commissioner's corner.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to make the announcement?
This one?
No. What do we got coming up next week? What's a league event coming up next week? Boyd's. watch
Oh,
party.
God. Yeah. The annual Chiefs watch party. It was in GroupMe. Well, I don't know if I put it in the fantasy one. Did I?
I don't know. We'll put it in there.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one I put it in. I'll put it in there today.
Sunday. Is it a noon game?
It's
or
a noon
3
game,
o'clock?
9:25
Play the
at
Colts.
Boyd's house. We are doing, I believe it's Sloppy Joe's Italian sausages. Chiefs game kickoff at noon.
Bring an app.
Bring an appetizer and BYOB.
BYOB.
There'll be some bourbon and stuff there, but if you want something,
Yeah, there's
beer.
always free booze.
And
Bring,
then
and bring the babies. Hallie will
yeah.
make an appearance. So
bring the
anybody that needs
babies,
cuddles.
kids. I know the twins are making an appearance.
Nice.
And so, and then there's plenty of adults there to supervise, so you can just let them run wild. And then also, big news: Rich will be slapping Spelly at this watch party.
Oh,
And
I didn't know
my
that.
my
Somebody-
parents are
is this new
coming.
news?
No.
No,
We
I'm
had a
just unaware.
We had a slap bet for if Nebraska would be ranked 19th or higher
Oh,
this
that's
year.
right. And you just gave up. That's right.
Well, once they lost to Georgia Southern,
You were like,
I
it's
gave
over.
up. I was halfway holding out for this week. I was like, if they could beat number 6 Oklahoma, they might make a big jump, right?
nah.
Ha, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, Rich,
Just get it over.
bring
with.
it on, boy.
Yeah.
And my parents are coming, and my mom is very excited for the slap bet.
Oh my gosh.
Because because they were asking, she was
Yes.
like, "Is Hallie gonna be?" I was like, "Oh yeah, she'll be there." And I was like, also Blake's gonna get smacked. And she was like, "What do you mean?" I explained everything to her and showed her the video of Rich and Grant's.
Oh,
The
man.
greatest
Yeah.
slap I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Well, I'm gonna have Ann take Hallie into the Serenity room so she
Yeah.
doesn't have to witness
Yeah,
her
she
dad
doesn't need
getting
to see her
slapped.
dad. You're supposed to protect her. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But anyways, bring the kids. It's gonna be it'll be a good one. It'll be fun.
I love it. All right, Willie, you want to play a little something to close us out?
I can't, but I do want to say we need to talk about guests.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. So we're gonna have. You guys can start putting in submissions to be a guest. We'll try to get a schedule going of guests to be on the pod. So just do that in group me or whatever, and we'll try to get a scheduling stuff
Yeah.
together.
Actually, if you want to do it, text one of us, and
probably-
we're
yeah,
gonna
that's
we're
easier.
gonna put it on a schedule. So
Text Spelly. That's
we
probably the
we
best.
shoot at my house usually on Saturday mornings, but we're
Today's a
flexible.
Sunday.
And so you will need to come in if you want to be on. That's a requirement, and you probably need to block out 2 hours of your day to come and do it. And yeah, just text us
Just
and
take
we'll do
some-
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Any other announcements I'm missing?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay.
All right. Sick.
Love it. All right. Well,
Um,
with that, the Game of Miles podcast is wrapping up. Good
I'm
luck
gonna
this
try to
week.
play something, but I don't think I can turn the.
That's
guitar
fine.
back
All
on.
right. Good luck this week, and we'll see you guys next week.